Hi, everybody. Time to get into it. NBA action. On 2K Sports. Moments away, it'll be Albuquerque going up against Los Angeles. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. Here we go. And here's Albuquerque now. Here's Kirilenko. Here's the three. Fires from deep. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Pass to Myteam. Ball stolen. Now Durant. The three is up. And again, it's Albuquerque from deep.
Well, Durant's reputation at the arc is solid. And good reason for that. He's a consistent sniper.
Here's Kamari. The three. Drills it from deep.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Basket counts.
Using some muscle against that contact that time. Sampson, not easy to stop in the paint.
Kamari. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Los Angeles shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. No good on the second free throw. Here's Durant. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Durant's got 5.
I don't think KD's mid-range game gets enough recognition. I mean, if he has any kind of space, that mid-range shot is like a layup for him.
Here's Myteam. Pass to Kamari. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's a 3-second violation. Here's Kirilenko. Here's Yao. Myteam with the rebound.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
6 on the shot clock. And there's a pick. Free throw line jumper. And he gets it to go off the front iron.
Sweet looking jumper from the mid-range. I mean, Gilgeous-Alexander just making it look easy.
Poke loose. On the wing, Durant. Here's Sampson. No good from outside. Los Angeles trails by 4. And Caro in the post. Here's Myteam. Back to Bankero. And it's Kirilenko with a rebound. Albuquerque leading by 4. To the middle. Mutombo.
Mutombo.
And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And at 7'2", all Mutombo needs is a position near the hoop, and he throws it down.
Pass to Kirilenko. And again, it's Albuquerque missing.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Duncan. 4-3. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
You set him up, Tim Duncan will knock him down.
Here's Kirilenko. And again, it's Albuquerque missing. Fast break. Here we go. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Beyond the arc. On target from range. Kirilenko's got 6 points.
Their guards have carried the offensive load. But the way they perform, they've got the green light to shoot whenever there's an opening.
Pass to Kamari. From outside the arc. And Los Angeles, another 3.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And at the end of one, a closely... And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Los Angeles.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
And we've also got to talk about those threes dropping for them. We'll see if they can keep up the momentum from long range.
Beasley for 3.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Clark, we know how great Wagner is offensively. He's a plus defender as well.
You know what? I think he takes great pride in being a versatile, high-level defender. I mean, he focuses on that and gives great effort there. Offense comes relatively easy. He's got a great skill set, good size and mobility. But the defense is where he's really focused on excelling, and he's doing it.
Hits a 3-pointer. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for Albuquerque?
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
Yeah, I also like how they've immediately gotten out in transition. They came to run, and we'll see if they can keep it up.
Back to Caruso. Turner for 3. And it's Albuquerque with a rebound. The 3 from Banchero. Yes! And it's Wembanyama picking up the assist. Banchero's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Pass to Bull. Back to Caruso. Now here's Turner. Back to Caruso. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Banchero right side. To the inside.
2 minutes.
Beasley for 3. Can't get it. He's now 1 of 4 from the floor. Los Angeles trails by 8. To the paint. Here's Bull. Back to Caruso. And stolen by Irving. The 3 from Banchero. Oh, almost had a... Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here with you, alongside Grant Hill and Coach Dan Van Gundy, and the fourth member of our crew, Allie LaForce, reporting from the sidelines.
Go.
So it's Los Angeles now. Here's Yao. Good, and the assist to Wembanyama.
What a smart pass from Wembanyama. Already adept at scanning the floor and finding open teammates.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. George with a steal. Pass to Yao. Launches it. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Here's Kamare. Beyond the arc. Connects from downtown.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And so it's Jokic who brings up the ball for Los Angeles. Inside. Wembanyama. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
All too easy for Wembanyama. He feels like no one can defend him inside.
Gilgeous-Alexander, no good.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
And, Coach, such a unique player, multiple-time MVP Nikola Jokic. How do you defend this guy?
Well, Brian, if I knew that, everybody in the league would be trying to hire me, because no one has found an answer for Nikola Jokic. He can just beat you in so many ways. If you're going to double-team him, he's going to create wide-open shots and even layups for his teammates. If you're going to leave him single-covered, he's going to score. There's nothing this guy can't do on a basketball court.
The skills of SGA, they're so unique. His ball handling, shooting, length. Not a lot of guys like Shea in the league.
Now here's Banchero. Pass to Mutombo. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires in the triple.
3 points.
Yeah, total focus from Shea there. Ready to go off the feed.
Down low. Here's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Well orchestrated. And then the pass is right on the money.
Pass to Mutombo. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Oh, man. I mean, the passing from Jokic is off the charts. Gave his man just a great look.
Pulls up. And Wembanyama gets it to go.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Pass to George. Back to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
And dunking it with authority inside. This is why Jokic guys look to feed him down there.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Banchero outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. A shot from the high post. And the shot is good. Dropping it off the front of the rim. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 points.
And such a clever player in pick and rolls. Gilgeous-Alexander is unpredictable and understands how to attack defenses.
To the middle. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Pass to Myteam. To the inside. Stolen by Wembanyama. Here's Yao. And he dunks it down.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
And defensively, you have to make him work harder than this, or it's going to be a long night.
Here's Wembanyama. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Wembanyama's gotten his second bucket. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. It's Los Angeles. They lead by 1. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. Man, it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. What do you guys think about Los Angeles here in this one?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
Pass to Simmons. Here's Fall. He's guarded by Caruso. And stolen by Caruso. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum. Oh!
Wow!
A sensational athlete. I like when Simmons rises up with confidence and jams it through.
Pass to Wagner. Back to Caruso. There's a screen by Bull. Here's the 3. They get the rebound. Simmons with it. Guarded by Smith. Right side Durant. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. To the paint. Here's Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Oh, the dunk by Smith. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Well, Stan, when you look at the history of undrafted players, few have been as impactful as Alex Caruso.
And you have to love the way he's done it, Brian. Grinded his way through the G League, won a championship, and now he's a first-team all-defense guy. Quite a story.
You gotta push Durant farther away than this, or he will make you pay.
Outside Bull. Pass to Smith. It's hauled in by Fall. Now Los Angeles with it. They trail by 1. To the middle. Here's Simmons. And it's Simmons with the jam.
What you love about KD is the way he thinks the game. Intelligent and experienced. You can count on him to always make the right play.
Wagner for 3. Oh, denied by Durant. Here's Bull to the left wing. Just 4 to shoot. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results.
Inside. Durant. Durant with the big finish.
And when Durant is clear for takeoff, no hesitation.
Hey, it's blocked by Simmons. Back to Smith. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
Well, his rebounding is such a boost for this team, especially when it comes on the offensive end.
Pass to Simmons. Back to Durant. Easy money for KD inside.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. The 3, Smith. Los Angeles leading by 3. Here's Sampson. Yes, and that's Simmons with the assist.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's Los Angeles leading by 5. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Los Angeles trails by 5. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. To the left side wing. And the basket by Mutombo. Mutombo's got his second basket.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him to clean look.
Excellent movement on the play. The pass on time and on point.
Pass to Duncan. To the right side. Here's Mutombo. Banchero surveys. And a minute played as the second half gets going. The shot by Mutombo, no good. Outside Wembanyama. Takes the 3. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. And now it's an 8-point Los Angeles lead. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Banchero. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
Ooh, getting up there. I mean, Banchero wants everyone to know he's a threat to hammer it down.
Pass to Wembanyama. To the inside. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
Banchero outside. The 3 is up. At the arc, Banchero finds his mark.
And Banchero has some range already. I mean, I want to see him continue to drain these shots.
How about Paolo Banchero, coach? What a special talent. The first overall pick back in 2022, and then the Rookie of the Year.
Well, Brian, he's not just a scorer. He's a 6. playmaker, and getting that out of someone who plays on the front line and can also play as a small ball 5, Banchero's versatility makes him very valuable.
That free throw misses. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
And Gilgeous-Alexander with a block.
Impeccable defense from Gilgeous-Alexander. For a guard, he blocks a fair amount of shots.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
Here's Jokic. A tumble with the rebound. Los Angeles trails by 3. Here's Kamari. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Already an excellent passer at his position. Banchero just loves showing off his court vision.
And Jokic throws it down.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Here's Banchero. Paolo Banchero flushing it home.
Wow, Banchero using his size to find a path to the rim.
Here's Jokic. Misses from close range. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Pass to Duncan. For the lead. The kick out to Banchero. Out left to the wing. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Antetokounmpo covering. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. To the wing on the left. Pulls it. Yao, good. Yao's got 10. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. It's Los Angeles. They're up by 3. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for quarter number 4. Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. And so it's Simmons with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. It's a 3-point game. Here's Sampson. Here's Durant. Caruso grabs the board. Deflects the pass. Smith inside. Pass to Turner. Kicks it out to Wagner. Here's Bull. Shot clock at 5. Wagner with it. Durant covering. And it's Wagner missing. Los Angeles leading by 3. And here's Simmons. Pass to Durant. There's the 3. Yes. And that's Simmons with the assist.
Yeah, smooth and focused. KD is so polished, so prolific.
There's a screen by Bull. Out to the wing. Turner with it. And here's Smith. Here's Bull. Got it off in time to beat the shot clock, but it's no good. Down low. Back to Simmons. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Pass to Caruso. There's a screen by Turner. Back to Caruso. Right wing. Here's Bull. And the 3 off target.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
Inside. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Caruso, the open look. And the baseline jumper, no good. Los Angeles leading by 8. Durant looking around. Puts the move on. And the layup is good.
Yeah, the single-minded focus of Durant on offense is all about getting buckets, no distractions.
To the wing, right side. Back to Bull. To halt the run. The rebound by Simmons.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Pass to Simmons. And rejected. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wagner.
Checking in for the away team.
41 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Clock at 6. Pass to Sampson. From 18 feet away. And the jumper is good.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Lets a 3 fly. Smith with the rebound. Los Angeles picking up the win. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
And that'll do it, folks. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Thanks for tuning in this Wednesday. 2K Sports presents the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, former NBA players Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony.
Here we go.
It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. Brown outside. Outside Jackson. And stolen by Worthy. And the rejection by Jackson. Some nice passing by Las Vegas here. Murray outside. Shot clock at 6. Kicks it out to Wagner. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
GA, when you look at the development of Franz Wagner, what now is the next step for him?
Kevin, for me, it's the three-point shooting, specifically becoming more efficient out there. And I also think he's going to have to become a better passer, ball mover. I got total confidence he'll get there because the rest of his game is complete.
And finished off by Wagner.
Get out of his way.
No way the D was going to slow him down. Childress with it. Defended now by Wagner. Bonner's shot good.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
Pass to Klingon. Bonner inside. Here's the three. No good from Childress.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Here's Murray. Jokic with it. 17-foot shot on the way. Out to the right wing. And here is Childress. Brown wide open. He fired. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Oh, he's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. The first one falls. And, Richard, when it comes to Jaren Jackson, there's a lot to appreciate. My goodness.
Oh, I love that he can guard 1 through 5. Really a modern defensive NBA big man. He can go back to the basket or he can face up. He doesn't need the ball to make a huge impact.
Here's Lillard. No good again that time. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
Here's Bo. It's blocked. Here is Bonner. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Pass to Cooper. Klingon with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And Jackson throws it down hard.
The strong finish from Jackson Jr. He goes up with power inside the paint.
.32 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Cooper. Wembanyama trying to free himself up. Cooper. Thanks for tuning in this Wednesday. 2K Sports presents the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And so off the tip, it's Albuquerque. Here's Black. Beyond the arc. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Here's Brown. And a missed layup.
Nice effort anyway to change his shot and get around the defender. Maybe next time.
Puts up a deep three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Shot clock at 5. Wide open look here for Klingon. Nails the corner three.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Black. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Brown outside. Here's Klingon. And he uses the glass on the layup. Klingon's got 5.
Well, Klingon isn't just tall. He's also got some meat on him. That comes in handy against the physical defense.
Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in him.
Now here's Beasley. Launches it. The 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. He has 5.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here's Jackson. Burt grabs the miss. It's Beasley on the wing. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Brown wide open. He fires. And the 3 off target. Beasley for 3. And Klingon pulls it down.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these 3s. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
.103 left in the first half. Wang. Albuquerque again can't hit it.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Klingon's shot is off. Albuquerque trails by 4. Beasley outside. Fires the 3. Albuquerque again can't hit it. And here is Childress. Still scoreless. The turnaround jumper. It's hauled in by George. Beasley outside. Traps in the tray. Beasley's got 8.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
For three, Bonner. Got it up. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Los Angeles leads by 1. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a moment. Now a timeout called by Albuquerque. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor. And these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. And here is Los Angeles now. It's a one-point game. Pass to Bona. There's a screen. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Albuquerque trails by 5. Driving in. Nice shot by Posey.
James Posey.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
Here's Banton following the score by Albuquerque. And Hollins with the stuff.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Fires away from outside. Banton's shot is off. Here's Bona.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Pass to Bitadze. Here's Banchero. Now Posey. 6 on the shot clock. Albuquerque needs to get a shot off here. Here's Banton. It's tipped. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles.
Excellent transition passing there, guys. Straight to the hoop.
Albuquerque trails by 5. Here's Banton. He takes it in. Pass to Bitadze. 3 on the clock. Here's Banchero. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Here's Banton. Now Banchero. Latre. A shot off that time. Albuquerque trails by 5. Here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
Oh, big-time dunk by Banchero. I like seeing the aggressive side of this young man.
Buries it from three-point range.
Boy, a big man with great touch from deep, always a valuable commodity in today's game.
There's the screen. Pass to Bitadze. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Los Angeles leading by 6. To the left wing. Here's Banchero. Stolen by Holland. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And Albuquerque making a change here. And here is Los Angeles now. Posey with it. And he drives in. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Here's Yabusele. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Banchero. Off on the layup. And Beasley has the ball here for Albuquerque. Trailing by 4. Pass to Hollins. Back to Beasley. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
3 points.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
To the wing right side. Pass to Bona. Rebound by Albuquerque. Now here's Beasley. Here he goes. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
That is not possible. What we just... Is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Here's Beasley. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely.
Boy, he makes it look easy. He is an absolutely imposing finisher around the rim.
Tries the spin move. And they'll keep possession. Pass to Bonner. Drills it from outside. Bonner's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Smart choice there by Klingon. The rookie moves the ball instead of forcing it himself.
Kicks it out to Beasley. From downtown. There's the pick. From past the arc. Good on the three-point shot. Beasley's got 12 points here in the second half.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Pass to Bonner. And there's the drive. Here's Klingon. And he comes up with the deuce.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind the layup. Come on now.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing... The NBA on 2K Sports welcomes you to Wednesday afternoon basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony. And Vancouver starts out with the ball. Inside, here's Ajinça, and the jam by Ajinça.
And it's the instincts from Noah with the ball, making that extra pass.
Winslow with it. Five on the clock. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Connects from three-point range.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Benton. Shot clock reset for Vancouver. Here's Ellison. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Hachimura, the screen. Pass to Vanderbilt. Back to Winslow. A three-pointer, no good.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
They get it back. Here's Brewer. And here's Ajinça. Over Winslow. Here's Hachimura. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow.
Well, the team has preached to Rui Hachimura to be aggressive on the offensive end. That is the decisive decision-making they're looking for.
And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up. To the middle. Looking for Winslow. He gets it there. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Here's Noah. Vancouver working the ball around now. Vanderbilt with the screen. On the wing, Winslow. Oh, and here he comes. Noah all alone.
Give me attitude any day of the week. Joakim Noah trying to fire up his teammates.
And he gets it to go. Winslow's got the lead up to 1 now for Los Angeles.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And using all of his length there, Noah cleaning the offensive glass and able to put that one back home.
Knocked away. Stolen by Noah. All alone. And Noah with the slam.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Pass to Ware. Back to Winslow. Now Hachimura. Down low. Second chance shot. And Winslow puts it in. Winslow's got 9.
Well, there are times where the court vision gets questioned, but Rui Hachimura, the delivery, sets up his teammate. Really well done.
Here's Ellison. He can't get it to go. Here's Ryan. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for it. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. It's Vancouver leading by a point. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And here's Los Angeles. They trail by 1. Pass to Vanderbilt. A three-pointer off the mark. And Vancouver with the possession here. Here's Hollins. And Hollins with the stuff.
And how about he takes on the defender head on and then throws down the two-hander.
Nice. Straight power there. Straight power. Here's Ryan. That one doesn't go. Excellent D there from Williams. Pass to Kamare. They get it back. Now Hollins. And Jared Vanderbilt gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And Los Angeles with some changes. Takes it inside. It's deflected. Here's Bona. Pass to Banton. Here's Bona. Over to the wing. Kept alive. Klingon. Hollins with the block. They retain possession.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
And Hollins with the stuff.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Here's Klingon. And it's good, 2 points.
And Klingon uses his size well and just bullies his way through the defense.
Driving inside. And they're pushing it up. And stolen by Hollins. In transition, here comes Vancouver.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
And that one's good. Bona.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And this is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
And stolen by Hollins. To the inside. Here's Chop. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Yabusele. Drills it from outside. Yabusele's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
And here is Los Angeles now. A 2-point game. Pass to Klingon. Here's Yabusele. And a miss there on the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Kamare. And Klingon pulls it down.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
And stolen by Williams. Pass to Collier. The 3 ball. Got a hand on it. And so it looks like Vancouver will retain possession here. Here's Collier. Here's Kamare. He's covered by Hachimura.
Relentless defensive energy from Rui, able to outwork his man and send it back.
To the paint. Here's Vanderbilt. Clock at 4. Rejected by Hollins. And he recovers it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
Here's Banton. There's the drive.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the ring, but how about the finish with intention? Oh.
Now, here's Vanderbilt. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Here's Brewer. Pass to Noah. Basket counts.
And this is where Noah makes his presence felt down low in the paint.
On the wing, Winslow. And here is Hachimura. Just 5 on the clock. And the shot goes down.
Boy, that one was not easy. Every once in a while, you just make a tough shot.
Pass to Brewer. And it's in there.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Delano Banton. That's his first foul. And here is Los Angeles now. Here's Hachimura. Here's Ware. Vancouver pulls it in. Pass to Ellison. To the inside. Here's Ajinça. It's blocked. And so it looks like Vancouver will retain possession here. On the wing, Brewer. Ajinça up top. Just 4 to shoot. To take the lead. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Los Angeles making a switch here. Here's the screen. Pass to Yabusele. Here's Hachimura. Hollins with the block. Brewer with the ball. Now guarded by Winslow. Here's Ware. Clinging with it. Now Hachimura. Now Clinging. Covered by Brewer. Shot clock at 5. Here's Ware. Nailed from three-point land.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
And it's blocked. Here's Yabusele. And Clinging has it in the corner. Offline with his 3. Vancouver trails by 3. Pass to Hollins. That's tipped. Now Winslow fires the 3.
Well, this is a guy who has great wingspan and has an ability to get to shots others can't.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Here's Clinging. Pass to Yabusele. There's the pick. And it's Hachimura in the corner. Hollins with the ball. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Los Angeles making a switch here. And stolen by Hollins. Driving in. Oh, and the dunk by Brewer.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stop.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. And there's the foul. It'll go on Delano Banton. That's foul number 2 for him.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Here's Banton. They set the pick to the right side. Here's Yabusele. Pass to Salon. A second chance effort. Drops in the layup for 2. Salon's got his first points of the game.
Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
And the slam by Williams.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And there's a whistle. That goes on Ryan Hollins. That's his first foul. Here's Yabusele. Picked his pocket. Pass to Hollins. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Here's Banton. Here's Bona. Offensive rebound to the left side wing. Vancouver making a switch here. Here's Banton to the middle. And the rejection by Ajinça. Williams from outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Pass to Klingon. Here's Salon. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. And it's Klingon with the jam.
A powerhouse slam. Klingon gave it everything on that one.
Williams. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Out to the right wing. Here's Bona. And it's good off the back rim and in.
And they're just doomed if they keep letting them post up like that.
You've got to deny the position to afford them no opportunity at making that entry pass into the post.
Pass to Jock. Here's Kamare. 6 on the shot clock. And that one good.
Vital basket there. This is just the time and really just the situation when he looks to take over.
Here's Yabusele. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
A little extra on that one, fellas. Nobody's stopping that.
When he comes in there with that tomahawk. Thanks for tuning in this Wednesday. 2K Sports presents the NBA with Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan.
Here we go.
To Whiteside. And it's in by Whiteside.
Well, that didn't take long. You got to leave some guys back on the tip, or that's what'll happen.
There's Winslow. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Mario Chalmers picks one up. Los Angeles shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
Taking 2 shots.
Good on the second free throw. Now Chalmers. to Irving. Whiteside with it. To the inside. Here's Bona. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Here's Klingon. He's covered by Whiteside. A nice shot by Klingon.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
To the paint. Here's Whiteside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Oh, wow, guys. Doesn't look good. We've got an injury here.
Yeah, looks like he's in real pain. Definitely a concern right now.
Well, these are the moments that can be gut-wrenching for him and his team, right? Anytime you see an injury like this, certainly your heart goes out to him and to his family.
Good on both.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language. Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Outside for George. Back to Winslow. And Klingon has it in the corner. Now here's Winslow. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Klingon. For the 3. Winslow's shot is off. And here's Howlands. Down low. Here's Ajinça. That's tipped. George looking over the floor. Here's Klingon. Los Angeles with another miss.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
There's Winslow. There's the pick. It's Klingon, top of the key. The shot by George, wide open. No good with the triple. They double him with George. Here is Sanders. Pass to Bowen. Wants to get it to Howlands and does. Here's Bowen. One-on-one here. And here's Bonner from the arc. And Howlands pulls it down. .1:15 left to play in the first half. Inside. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Here's Ware. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
52 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Out to the wing. It's stolen by Ajinça.
Terrific anticipation by him, and that's why he's out on the court.
Here's Bowen. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Oh, easy 2 points from Bowen. You don't need a ton of offense from Bruce. He makes his impact defensively.
Now here's Winslow. Pass to Ware to end the cold streak. Rebound by Ajinça. Driving to the basket. And it's sent back by George. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. .11 seconds left here in the first half of basketball.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. Here's Yabusele. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Top 4. We've got more in store for you right after this. Los Angeles trails by 4. And the foul on Dyson Daniels. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Here's Banton. Here's Bona. Hits it from three-point range.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Pass to Hollins. Irving with the ball. 6 to shoot. Hollins inside. It's tipped. Here's Banton. And here's Banchero. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Pass to Banchero. Here's Bona. Now Hollins. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Here's Bona. Jacks up a 3. And Hollins pulls it down. Out left to the wing. To the middle. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And that one's good. Bona. Well, something you never like to see, but guys, he definitely looks hurt.
And I'll tell you, this is the last thing you want to see.
I just feel so bad for him. What he's going through right now, you just have to hope and pray that it's not too serious.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He knows every possession is critical now. Here's Irving. Pass to Bona. The kick out to Irving. To end the run. It's blocked. And now Banchero pushing it up, and no one back to stop him.
And this kid is just a natural-born scorer. Banchero can post you up, face you up, and also beat you in transition.
It's stolen by Ajinça. Inside. To the wing right side. Here's Bona. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Pass to Yabusele. No good from outside.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Here's Yabusele. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Now, here's Banchero. Pass to Hollins. Here's Bona. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Banchero. To the paint. Here's Irving. It's blocked. Now Banchero. Here's Banton. Three-pointer. And it's Banchero missing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Yabusele. And a miss there off the inbound. Los Angeles leading by 3. And stolen by Chalmers. And stolen by Hollins. Here's Banchero. And it's sent back by Irving. Down low. Pass to Bona. Back to Irving. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
To the left wing. Here's Benton. 5 on the clock. Here's Hollins. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Pass to Yabusele. Here's Bona. To the inside. And that one is hammered home.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
To the middle. Here's Bona. Over in the corner at Jinsa. Pass to Bona. Ball stolen. Here's Yabusele. And it's Hollins in the corner. Offline with his 3. Here's Bona. He's covered by Hollins. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Dashes it down to finish the break.
And just willing to take chances defensively pays off in a transition basket.
That is quick defense to offense. These guys such terrific athletes. You can't let your guard down.
Pass to Irving. Down low. Yabusele. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys. So that's a free basket right there.
And that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Driving in. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Pass to Bona. Out to the right wing. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Up the floor. Oh!
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Here's Benton. Pocket 6. And it's Bona missing. To the wing on the left. To the left side wing. Here's Bowen. Pass to Bona. Now here's Brewer. Out to the right wing. To the right side. Sanders with the ball. Launches it. Buries it from three-point range. Sanders has got his first 3 points of the game.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
Back to Brewer. Oh, and the dunk by Brewer.
Great chemistry between two teammates. Love the passing.
And Los Angeles calling timeout. Both teams deciding to change it up. Los Angeles trails by 6. Bonner fires away from outside. And Sanders pulls it down.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall,
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Now Daniels from deep.
Well, put all that size to good use. Rip it off the backboard.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Smart choice there by Klingon. The rookie moves the ball instead of forcing it himself.
And here's Daniels. Pass to Bona. Here's Yabusele. In the corner, Sanders with it. Daniels with it. Here's Bona. A three-pointer off the mark.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Here's Ware. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow. Ware's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Inside. Here's Bona.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Third personal foul. Fifth team foul.
First free throw is good.
At the line for the away team, Justice Winslow.
He hits both from the stripe. Daniels with it. Pass to Ajinça. Here's Bowen. From outside the arc. Traps in the tray.
And this is Bowen's specialty on offense. A legit threat from beyond the arc.
With the drive. Outside for George. To the paint. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Now Klingon. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Bonner's shot good.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Pass to Ajinça. Back to Sanders. Now Ajinça. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by George. Klingon at the elbow. Drops in the layup for 2.
And Klingon uses his size well and just bullies his way through the defense.
It's stolen. Down low. There's Winslow. And the dunk by Winslow.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Ajinça. And the jam by Ajinça.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Back to Daniels. Shakes him. Here's Bowen. Here's Ajinça. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Here's Ware. Pass to Bonner. From downtown. And it's Irving with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Now it appears an injury out on the floor, and that does not look like any fun.
And I'll tell you, this is something you never like to see.
No, obviously something that, every player fears. The NBA has made player safety a priority, but injuries continue to happen.
Now here's Sanders. Inside. Chalmers. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
And that was a risky pass. Fortunate that the D didn't get that one. It was in the air for a long time.
Winslow with it. Now defended by Sanders. Pass to Ware. Just 5 on the clock. The 3-ball. Drains the 3-pointer. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road.
Thanks for tuning in this Wednesday. 2K Sports presents the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, former NBA players Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And it's going to be Los Angeles off the tip. Now Winslow. Pass to Carney. And then Carney with the jam.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Up top, Childress. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
That may be not the highest percentage of looks right there, but look, you can't argue with results, I guess.
A nice shot by Klingon.
And this is where Klingon looks to score. The closer he is to the rim, the more aggressive he becomes.
Three-pointer, Daniels. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Cincinnati calls timeout. Wembanyama, a screen. Here's Hollins. Off target with his three.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Where? Good.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Three-pointer, Daniels. Traps in the tray.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Winslow with it. Here's Carney. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And here is Childress. Here's Wembanyama for three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Pass to Klingon. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here is Bonner. Defended by Wembanyama. Bonner's shot good. Bonner's got his first 2 points.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
A shot by Wembanyama, no good. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
Here's Wembanyama. Drops one in from the wing. .56 seconds left to play here in the half. That's to Bonner. Sweet move. And he sinks the layup. Bonner's got his second bucket.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And he's good on the three ball.
The backcourt today as good as it gets. And they've earned the green light every time they touch the ball.
Here's the three. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. For the three. And another three for Cincinnati.
And when Wembanyama is connecting from deep, he is downright unguardable. This is how special a talent he is.
Here's Ajinça. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Cincinnati ahead as they end the second quarter with a 13-4 run. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. Cincinnati leading by 5. Fires from way outside. Banton's shot is off.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Here's Banton. And it's Bona with the rebound. Here's Yabusele. Pass to Hollins. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. So it's Cincinnati now. It's a three-point game. Here's Banchero. Off on the layup.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty. He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Here's Banton after Cincinnati picked up a three with their last shot. Pass to Hollins. Here's Bona. 6 to shoot. Banton with the rebound. Cincinnati leading by 6. The three. Shot's good by Thor.
You can't lose a shooter like him.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan.
Here we go.
And it's going to be Los Angeles off the tip. Now here's Winslow. Pass to Ware. 5 to shoot. Here's Bonner. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Here's Bogut. Buries it from 3-point range.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Pass to Klingon. Sanders with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
About the size of Bogut, right? This is just a massive man making a difference inside. And he will now head to the free throw line.
And Bogut drops them both.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Carney with the bucket.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Screen by Sanders. It's Bogut with the drive.
You love to have a five-man who can handle the basketball like this. Bogut just a load to stop on that drive.
Sanders with the steal. From outside, off the mark. To the paint. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now here is Bogut. Again, Los Angeles.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Wide open look here for Klingon. Drains it from beyond the arc. Klingon's got his first 3 points of the game. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmares clamps thus far.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
Los Angeles trails by 5. Over to the wing. Picked off in midair. And then Carney with the jam.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Easily outside. Can't hit from the corner. .43 left in the first half of the game. Pass to Bonner. Sanders with the steal. Beasley for 3. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Here's Klingon. And it's sent back by Bogut.
How about that extension and timing? A couple of reasons why Bogut led the NBA in blocks back in 2011.
Pass to Ware. 3-pointer. That one, no good. And so that's the end of the first half. Los Angeles on top, up 6. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment.
15.
Los Angeles leading by 6. Right from outside. And Klingon pulls it down. And here's Los Angeles. Pass to Bonner. Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. Here's Leonard with the bucket in transition.
This team relies on that shot from Kawhi.
It's Klingon, top of the key. Here's Ware. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right. He stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
There's Winslow after Los Angeles picked up 3 with their last shot. Knocks it loose. Right outside. Fires from deep. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
3 points.
And an important part of every team's game, we'll look at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
And here is Los Angeles now, after Los Angeles picked up 3 with their rush. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Leonard. Los Angeles trails by 12. Pass to Yabusele. Takes it out to Banchero. Here's Benton. And again, Los Angeles with the triple. And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for Los Angeles. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
If you're DeLon Wright, you've got to be willing to set your teammates up. What a pass, on time, on target.
There's the pick. Out left to the wing. All sorts of time. Hollins can't get it to go.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And the basket by Brewer.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Pass to Wright. Outside Leonard. Fires for 3. Kept alive. Now Brewer. Again, Los Angeles. Los Angeles trails by 15. Here's Benton. Out to the right wing. Bona. Los Angeles with another miss. And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 15-6 run. And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Pass to Bona. And it's Hollins in the corner. Here's Benton. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. And Banchero. Here we go. Yep, that one goes in there.
And once Banchero gets going, boy, it's hard to stop him. Given his size and speed, he's going to be a handful.
And Los Angeles calling timeout. And Los Angeles with some changes. Here's Bogut. Benton with the rebound. Los Angeles trails by 13. Pass to Bona. To the right side. Oh, good on the triple. Here's Los Angeles now. Screen by Sanders. Back to Bogut. Fires the 3. And he's good on the 3 ball.
And good to see Bogut going to work on offense. He is dialed in here thus far.
Here's Banchero. Pass to Bona. Beyond the arc. Sinks the triple. Bona's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Well, for a big man, his stroke is just beautiful, and because of the height, it's so hard to challenge.
Michael Beasley.
And that one is good by Beasley.
Well, coaches might discourage that kind of look, but he'll take it anyway.
And it's Klingon with the jam.
It doesn't get any easier than this. Klingon looks to slam that one down whenever he gets a chance.
The free throw drops for Holland. Here's Banton. Pass to Banchero. Count it.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just bullies right through it.
Beasley with a clean look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Banchero with the ball. Guarded now by Michael Beasley. And Michael Beasley picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Yabusele. A three off the inbound. That shot no good. Beasley outside. Los Angeles with another miss.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play. And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Sinks the three-pointer. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need